So checkered flag in the air for this group. Dustin Kendall there in the 16 there, also on the speedway. Our next group gets ready to roll off. He was pretty quick in hot laps. First, we're going to have the 6K. Jack Smith in the 6K taking the green flag. We got the 44 of Donnie Lumpkin. Almost goes around at turn 4. Keeps it going straight. Like I said, he was quick. In hot lap, Jack Smith is way up close to the wall there coming off turn 2.
Looks like Jack went 16.385 on his first one. He's quicker on the second one, Tim. 16.377. We might have things headed back in the right direction.
Next group rolling out. Got that win here a couple of weeks ago. Popular win for the 121 there. Pearson Lee Williams. Behind him's going to be the 05 of TJ Britton. So Pearson Lee Williams looking to put up a good time here. As I'm watching Pearson Williams, he goes to the bottom in 3 and 4, and the top down here 1 and 2. TJ Britton doing the same thing there. Pearson Lee Williams with a 16.202. Let's see if he can pick it up off turn 4. He does. He picks it up. 16.083.
Yeah, just for the folks that are keeping up at home on the My Race Pass app, qualifying group number 1, if you're just curious, Bailey Williams was fastest, 15.838. Matt Dooley, Matthew Cade, Peyton Stevenson, and Tristan Wright were the top 5 cars that came out of group number 1. So those cars locked into the show.
The quick time in this group so far is the 121 of Pearson Williams, Donnie Lumpkin second, TJ Britton. I'm watching this 25 on the speedway right here. Brandon Lunsford all the way up close to the wall at 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. This time he's pushing up again. And Shane Fulcher's out there on the speedway also in at number 3. Shane's fit quick on his first lap. And he stays there. The 25 here coming off turn 4. Brandon Lunsford tries to pick it up from 6th position, and he does not. So Pearson Williams still quick time in this group as we get ready for our next group to roll on the speedway. We got the 17J of Griffin Jones, the 29R of Cameron Rollins.
Yeah, Griffin Jones second in that late model Sportsman Tour points. As Tim pointed out, he got way up against the concrete. 16 points separating him from Dustin Harris coming into the weekend.
He was pretty quick at Fenton last night.
Yep, he was.
Really quick. Oh, he did get in the wall that time. Right at the back gate.
Maybe that's just his angle to attack turn 3, Tim.
I mean, white flag. Let's watch him down the back straightaway again. And see if he's not up there quite as high as he was, but there's just enough spark.
Well, he made the gate man take a step back. He's going to miss it. He's going to miss it by 1 point. Jones will be 6th fastest. Oh, and Cameron Rollins jumps into the top 5 on that last lap.
Still a time to beat. Pearson Williams, 16.083 is on the speedway now. The 25W, Tracy Weems. Then no stranger to Senoia Raceway victory lane there. The 94D of Brandon McDaniel. Brandon McDaniel is in the wall. He is way up, and I believe that may do it. As you see the left front tire, Brandon towed way out. Yeah, he's not going to be able to steer it to the pits maybe.
Now that is
but
odd.
A lot of suspension.
Hit the outside wall with the right side, and the left front towed out. Man.
Well, you see that right front now is really towed in.
Yeah.
On the right front. There,
he's got something broke. They just did the hand motion. You're done. He's got to be wondering maybe something might have broken the rack or something.
Well, I was looking at him going right into turn 3, and he went right up into the wall, so I'm not sure.
We'll see if he can at least get it back to his pit stall. He was having trouble getting it off the racetrack. We'll pick back up as we oh boy, down in turns 1 and 2.
Lane
wow.
Smith. Lane Smith almost around down there.
He almost wrecked on the warm-up lap.
And he is going around.
Well, he didn't like the way that lap was going. He wanted to start it.
Oh, no.
Wow.
That's a lot of damage right there. Sure is. And he's
So welcome to the folks watching on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you are watching live. We are at Senoia Raceway as we are in the middle of Rogers Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Late Model Sportsman Tour qualifying. And, well, Lane Smith got sideways in 1. He fixed that, got down here to 3 and 4, and he got sideways, and he tried his best to save it. But he didn't quite let off the gas in time before he politely kissed the outside concrete, Tim.
Yeah, definitely going to need a wrecker on that one. If he tries to go forward, that front end is going to roll right up under the front of that car. So definitely needs to get a wrecker hooked up to it. I thought he was going to stay off the wall, but like you said, kept his foot in it.
I was going to say, if he would have let off the gas when he was facing the wall, I think he might have been all right. It looked cool anyway.
Yeah, I thought he was doing a 360 and kept going almost there.
Well, I hate to say it.
My race pass is down, and when it comes back up, we've had 2 wrecks.
What are you saying, Tim? I walked over there for nothing?
What's up with that?
Welcome out, race fans. If you are watching at home on Crate Racing USA TV, thanks for hanging out with your free preview. We are going to be, we're going to be busy tonight. 47 Rogers Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Dirt Late Models on hand for the 3,000 to win feature. 2,500 to win tonight for the Crate Racing USA Late Model Sportsman. And we have already 38 of those in the pit area just in those 2 classes alone. And then, of course, our hot shots and modifieds. Tim, a good, 21 modifieds with us tonight, right?
21 modifieds, sure is. So, great field of modifieds. Over 100 cars in 4 classes, so you can't beat that. We'll take that any day with 4 classes for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. So make sure CrateRacingUSA.tv. That's CrateRacingUSA.tv if you want to finish watching the rest of our racing program tonight, as unfortunately for Lane Smith, he's got some work to do on the front of that 37. And, man, that just goes to show you, it didn't look like a hard hit, but, man, oh, man, boy, did it do some damage. But, I didn't see any moisture under the car, so – Tim, it's definitely tore the nose up. They're going to have to fix the nose, but I didn't see any fluid, so that may be a good sign for the radiator.
He does, like you said, that front end can be fixed. Just don't know how long it's going to take them on that one, how much damage is under there. Is now we got the 57 of Rayanne Gibbs on the speedway now. Rayanne right up there next to the wall. Get down off of it. We don't want you up there on there too like the other one did.
Well, I think she was trying to come to green, and we still had a wrecker on the racetrack. So we are, after these 2 cars qualify halfway through our Group B of our qualifying here for the Crate Racing USA Late Model Sportsman, and then we'll get into our Crate Racing USA Dirt Late Models. Looks like Eric Spencer has the green flag in hand. Tim, we'll see if he waves it this time, and he does. So we're back underway.
Watch Rayanne Gibbs here. She's like fifth quick and hot lap. So let's see if she can keep it up. Joe, and she's in the wall hard. Right there about the same place that Brandon McDaniel went into the wall. And of course, look at her right front, same way.
Yep, she hit literally the same spot. She throws the tear off. You could see it coming off, and unfortunately, she has ended her qualifying effort, and that team's going to have some work to do. Oh, she gets it turned into the infield. So, well, if you're the if you are the 25 car. That has been two cars, Tracy Weems, you have two cars in your group to try to qualify, and they've both wrecked. So I think Tracy, since he's been out there, you could not have wrote that any better, Tim. I could not have scripted that any better.
You sure he didn't have a radio in his ear and he heard you talking?
It wasn't me in his ear. Well, I guess, you know, what is what they say? If you want to be perfect, stay in line with everybody else. But if that doesn't tell you, if you've never been to Senoia Raceway, how slick it really is right now, Tim, we're just starting to get that sun to go down. This racing surface is one of the slickest in the country, that's for sure, and it is showing it right now.
And I believe he may be calling it a day going to the pits there.
I think if I was included in that group, I would have just said, you know what, I'll take what I've got.
Up next is 25C of Charlie Cowart. And then he was quickest in hot laps. The B1 bomber, Braxton Barber, picked up a win a couple weeks ago. Charlie Cowart got some wins over at Pigeon Raceway in that 25. Watching the B1 of Braxton, he was down on the bottom down here and way up high in 1 and 2. Of course, Pearson Lee Williams, the time to beat is 16.083. Here comes Braxton off turn 4. Let's see if he can, what he can do. That time by 4th quick. Charlie Coward was 6th quick. The checker flag in the air for this group. Charlie Coward still 6th quick. Let's see if Braxton Barber. New quick time, Braxton Barber in the B1 bomber with a 16.013. Pearson Lee Williams now 2nd quick. Is the next group rolling out the 15, our 2025 602 Late Model Sportsman champion, Marty Massey. Then we got the number 10 of Matt Wofford. But the time to beat now, Braxton Barber with a 16.013. Matthew Wofford way up the track 1 and 2, watching down here in 3 and 4. He stays down lower. Look at Marty Massey, 6th quick on that first lap. Here he comes back to the checkers. Marty Massey goes up to 3rd quick now. And Wofford will be 10th.
Yeah, keep in mind, only the top 5 get to avoid B-Main Racing. So only the top 5 lock in, and we have right now, Tim, 4 cars left here in this qualifying.
At the 82, that is Craig Boozer. The 22 of Alan Brewer, and the 19X of C.J. Page.
We'll throw 3 of them out there at a time this time, Tim. So this will be our final 3. So 3 cars, this is the final group of Crate Racing USA Late Model Sportsman Tour qualifying. They need to get into the top 5. They want to lock into the show. First one for Boozer. He was 12th, Tim. 12th fastest. And let's see. The 19X, that's the missing data. He was 8th quickest. Page was 8th quickest.
And CJ in hot laps, remember, broke, really didn't get to do any hot laps, so look at the pits. So got that car fixed, and he's back. It looks like CJ may be 6th quick. I mean, I think he'll take missing data as long as it's a good time.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. So it looks like that will wrap up our Crate Racing USA Late Model Sportsman Tour qualifying, and Braxton Barber, 16.013. So he backed up, Tim, what he did in hot laps.
Yes, he did. And, of course, that first group down there sitting, waiting, Bailey Williams in that number 20, quickest in the first group. So 2 young guns that grew up racing here at Senoia down there, quickest in each of the groups. So good to see.
All right, so they will clear the infield, and we will get ready for Bama Sheds and Pole Barns pole qualifying. The fastest lap of the night. We'll collect $100 from our friends at Bama Sheds and Pole Barns. They present the fastest overall qualifier. A big thank you to them for all they do for the Rogers Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Dirt Late Model Series. Of course, if you are in the business and need the Pole Barns, in Alabama, or Bama Sheds and Pole Barns can make sure that you are taken care of. Get you squared away, and all you have to do is find them. You can find them on Facebook. You can find them at BamaSheds.com. They'll get you all taken care of and squared away. If you are in the look for a new pole barn, you like Gary and his family, they take care of you. Of course, looking for a shed, a carport, garage, office, or even a custom living space, they got you covered. You can call 256-268-8484 or visit them at BamaSheds.com. So we clear out the 38 drivers that make up the field for the Rogers Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Late Model Sportsman Tour. And now we get ready to put up the fastest laps of the night. With our Bama Sheds and Pole Barns pole qualifying, it will be 24 cars that will make up Group A. Top 5 lock into the show. We'll have 23 in Group B. Top 5 from there lock into the show. Everybody else has to go and battle their way through the Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet B features to try and make it into tonight's 3,000 to win racing program. As we got folks coming over the hill and over the back straightaway.
Coach, let me jump in here right quick to reminder, please do not be up against the fence when race cars on the speedway. For your safety, we need everybody back into the grandstands when race cars are on the racetrack for your safety as we get ready for this group of our 604 crates. But parents, I need you to help me out. Keep the little ones back away from the fence, please, for their safety.
Yeah, make sure you keep everybody away, as once everything is good to go, we will get the green on Bama Sheds and Pole Barns pole qualifying. Fastest laps of the night. Getting ready to see who can take the top spot. Once again, if you're watching at home on Facebook Live, thanks for being with us at Senoia Raceway. Getting ready to go with our qualifying. And then, of course, we roll through the rest of our program. We'll have opening ceremonies coming up next. And then we'll get ready for those B mains that will be coming up. The 10th all-time visit here to Senoia Raceway for the Rogers Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Dirt Late Model Series. 15.072 set the pole last time we were here, back on August the 16th. That was Jeremy Steele. He set the pole, and he went on to win the event. So keep that in mind. 15.072 was what put the pole last time we were here, which was last August. So I think they are finalizing our lineups. Of course, 24 in Group A, 23 in Group B. And once we get everybody where they need to be, we will get ready to roll with the first cars. We'll either have 2 or 3. We'll see. I think it's possible that we could do 3. Of course, this racing surface already very, very slick. And I think what we might be waiting on, they're trying to get a hook on this 94 in the infield I think that car has got to go out, and they're working to try to get the hook on him. So possibly they can get him out of the infield and back up topside. For us to be able to continue on in our racing program here tonight from Senoia Raceway. Thanks for being with us. A big thank you to all the folks that make the Rogers Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Dirt Late Model Series go up and down the road. Could not do it without every single one of them. The marketing partners. Of course, a big thank you to Rogers Dabbs Performance Parts, Chevrolet Performance, Hoosier Racing Tires, VP Racing Fuels, VP Racing Lubricants, Knowles Race Parts and Bodies, Competition Racing Equipment, Cruise with the Champions, Savage Chassis, Velocita by Melissa Markowitz, West Pro JCB, Bama Sheds and Pole Barns, Scorpion Race Cars, Columbus Sports Cards, Matman Designs, Next Racing Wheel, 87 Inc., and Top Notch Customs, the official sponsors of the Rogers Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Dirt Late Model Series. Of course, you can find out more. Go to CrateRacingUSA.com, Facebook, Twitter, X, and, of course, Instagram, all that good stuff. You can find us online. Just simply search Crate Racing USA. It looks like the 94 is on the hook. The 94 is going up. Now we get the 94 to go out, and we will be ready to go. Of course, as they qualify, they'll come off the racetrack, go across the scales, so we got to make sure that that area is clear. So we'll have somewhere to put these 47 race cars, and the tow truck is getting ready to make the turn and hopefully head out the back gate, and we'll be ready to go. Carson Ruark, he'll be the first car we see hit the racetrack. 4 career series starts for him. Best finish came back in 2023 at Needmore. 16th was his best finish. Of course, him and Lucas are competing here tonight. Regulars over at the Dixie Speedway in Woodstock. And out goes the 94. They'll shut the gate. We'll be ready to go. Cars up on the top side. You'll see cars come out of the top of turn 4, and you'll see them come out of that chute down at the bottom of turn 4. And we will be ready to go. Carson Ruark scheduled to be the first car out for qualifying out of Swanee, Georgia. The Racetech Rocket, TLC Heating and Cooling, Pure Max Racing, Old Discovery Parts, Juice-Man Speed 05. He'll be the first car to take time here at tonight's Senoia Raceway. The Bama Sheds and Pole Barns pole qualifying. He'll make his way out with him. It will be the driver to Canton, Georgia. They're Ramey Capital, SCC Solutions, Capital Race Cars, Matco Racing, Ashley Brook Music. Number 10, that is Dylan Armstrong. Dylan Armstrong in the 10. So we will go 2 cars for 2 laps. Bama Sheds and Pole Barns pole qualifying officially underway out of turn 4. Green flag in the air from Eric Spencer. Remember, top 5, that is what you want to be in. When qualifying comes to an end, you want to be in the top 5 cars and automatically put yourself in the show. Out of turn 4. First time will go to Carson Ruark. That time will be 16.035 for Carson Ruark. Armstrong, 17.284. He has work to do on lap number 2. Carson Ruark going to tiptoe around the top side of Senoia. Lap number 2 for Carson. Is it quicker? No. 16.035. That'll be the best of his 2. And Armstrong's going to shut it off. So Armstrong looked like he shut it off turn 4. Slowed up. Second lap, 17.232. Ty Ellis next to the racetrack out of Covington, Georgia. The GRW Longhorn, Precision Body Works, Peak Steel, J.C. Harwell Funeral Homes, Keystone Fiber. Number 1, and a big shout out to his mama and papa. Ty Ellis in the 1. Behind him, a former series champion. He started the very first feature 399 races ago at our own Georgia. The Racetech Longhorn, Knowles Race Parts and Body, Coosa Heating and Cooling, Martin Record Service, Big Ace Graphics, Knowles Trucking, number 66. That is Jake Knowles. 12 career series wins. That's 4th all time. 125 starts. That's also 4th all time. Ty Ellis, second quick, 16.122. Jake Knowles, what does he have off of turn 4? Second spot, 16.043, 16.043. Ty Ellis, lap number 2. Where does he stay? He'll stay third, 16.122, the fastest of his 2. Jake Knowles, lap number 2. Fast time, 15.898 for Jake. Jake Knowles, 15.898, top of the board for now. Next pair. Former winner, did so at Golden Isles in 2015 at a Smith Station, Alabama. That's the train chassis D5 of Roderick Dykes. Roderick Dykes in the D5. Behind him in Waynesboro, Virginia, the G Engineering Longhorn by Wesley Page, Bradley Trucking, Brooks Land Clearing, Arbor Tree Life Care, Todd Reynolds, Goat Wild Graphics, Amanda Enterprise, number 2, that is Wyatt Coffey. Wyatt Coffey in the 2. Group A of Bama Sheds and Pole Barns pole qualifying for the folks watching live on the Facebook channel. First lap 4, Roderick Dykes, 4th quick. Now we're going to start bumping people out. First lap 4, Wyatt Coffey, fast time. He goes to the top, 15.870 for the Virginia driver. 15.870 for Wyatt. Second lap 4, Roderick Dykes. Can he stay in the top 5? He does. Wyatt Coffey, do you have more on lap number 2? No. So it'll be 15.870 for Wyatt Coffey. That is your new fast time. Next pair, Evan Lankford out of Tallapoosa, Georgia, the Henry Power Longhorn, River City Propane, Bonner's Automotive and Diesel Services, Big Time Amusement, number 9. And with him, a former winner right here at Senoia with the series. He did so back in 2023. The Brooks, Georgia native, the Scott's Machine Powered Capital, Westpro JCB, Crown Security, Atlanta Coring, Scott's Machines, Fowler Sales and Services, New Point Lighting, number 18, that is Matt Dooley. Matt Dooley in the 18. Boy, Lancaster is having all kinds of fun trying to work that 9th car around the racetrack. First lap for him, believe it or not, 5th quick, 16.416. Matt Dooley, lap number 1. Where does the first lap go? 5th fastest for Matt, 16.125, 16.125 for Matt Dooley. Second lap for Lancaster. Is it quicker? No, he'll stay 6th. He's 1 spot out looking in. Matt Dooley, can he improve? Lap number 2 for the 18. Yes, top of the board, 15.754. And Matt Dooley will go to the top of the board. The bottom of the racetrack seems to be the quicker way around. We'll see if that stays true. Bubba Scott, next car. Out of Dallas, Georgia, the Bishop-powered Rocket XR1, Westpro JCB, Everclear Grading, number 16. And behind him in the 85, a former winner at Pitton in the Sweet Home Alabama Classic out of Atlanta, Georgia, the Henry Power Capital, X1R Performance Products, the Beauty and Breeze Agency, HMC Mechanical, J-Core Trailer Sales, number 85, that is Corey North. Corey North in the 85. First lap 4, Bubba Scott. He'll go 5th quick, 16.041, 16.041 for Bubba. First lap for Corey North. He'll be 6th quick, 16.050. Bubba's in right now. Corey's out. Second lap 4, Bubba Scott. He'll stay 5th, so he will go on the bubble. Corey North working off the bottom of the racetrack. His lap up. He will bump Bubba to 6th. Corey North up to 4th. Right now, he's in the top 5, 15.920. The better of the 2 laps for Corey North. That puts him in that 4th spot. Tyler Thomas out of Phoenix City, Alabama, the GM-powered Longhorn, Tim Thomason Construction and Landscaping Incorporated, the Racing Zone, Thomason Properties, A&E Metals, number 7. And behind him in the 88. Out of Phoenix City, Alabama as well, the Lamar Hunt powered CVR, Milltown 48 barbecue sauce, Image Dental Arts, Ogletree Fabrication, SRS Home Builders, number 88, that is Russ Ogletree. 3rd last year in the Alabama State Championship. That was his career best in that 88. Both of these cars tiptoeing around the top side. Thomas at 8th quick, 16.244. First lap for Russ Ogletree, 10th fastest, 16.561. Sun glaring right in the front of these cars as they make the turn off turn 4. Second lap for Tyler, 8th fastest, 16.244. Second lap for Ogletree, he will go 9th. So they go 8th and 9th back to back, 16.289 for Russ. Former series winner, 73 career starts for this man out of Powder Springs, Georgia. The Hinder Pirate Rocket XR1, GAC Electrical, Parks Enterprises, Carousel Spray Foam, Grady Brothers Sealing and Insulation, number 87. That is Jake Rainey. And the man behind him, currently third in the points. He is atop the Cruise with the Champion Rookie of the Year race out of Alabaster, Alabama. The Race Tech Capital, A to Z Auto Repair, Tech Racing Shocks, Kaiser Manufacturing, Spring Pro, DJ's Racing Solutions. Number 46, that is the 2026 Winter Shootout Series champion, Diesel Jones. First lap, Jake Rainey to the top. 15.693 for Jake. Diesel says, hi, I'll do you one better. 16.687. Top 2 times overall right now. Jake Rainey, lap number 2. Can he get more on lap number 2? He does not. Diesel will come off the bottom of turn 4. We'll see if the 46 can go quicker. The answer is no. But Senoia Raceway, you have a new top time. Diesel goes 15.687. That is your new quick time. One of the quick times in hot laps comes from this driver right here, a Cruise with the Champion, a Rookie of the Year contender out of Moultrie, Georgia. The 441 Speed Shop, Capital Race Cars, Brothers on the side, Brian Pim Directors, Triple C Asphalt and Steel Coating, Amazon Seafood, number 12. That is Chase Gittens, currently 12th in the standings. That is Chase Gittens in the 12, and behind him, the 2020 Series champion, 64 career starts, 9-time he's a winner. Out of Hawkinsville, Georgia, Scott's Machine, CVR, Limerick Truck and Equipment, Twin Pine Stables, L&S Angus, Top Notch Custom Concepts, non-towing, Kenny Limerick owned number 5. That is the Hawkinsville Hustler, Will Harrington. First lap for Harrington, 10th quick, 16.079 for Harrington. Chase Gittens was 7th fastest. Second lap for Chase. Can he get in the top 5? He does not. Can Will pick up on lap number 2? Second lap, he will go to 7th. He will miss the top 5. He was fastest in hot laps. So Jake Knowles currently sits on the bump in the 5th spot with 16 cars officially taking time. Here comes Austin Bloodworth, McIntyre, Georgia, the Ingham Pirate Capital, Bloodworth Pallet Company, Beasley Group, Simply Fresh Foods, Battle Lumber Company number 24, and with him on the racetrack in the 42, out of LaGrange, Georgia, the Twisted Performance Longhorn, Brian Womack Racing, Billy Body Shop, BMW Mechanical, West Georgia Supply, Audrey Womack Realtors, number 42, that is Jake Trailer, a former winner of the David Brackett Memorial at Pinton. Bloodworth, lap number 1. Austin goes 8th, 15.961. Jake Trailer, lap number 1. Jake goes 13th, 16.126. Bloodworth, a lot of 602 wins here at Senoia. We'll see if he can pick up on lap number 2. Austin Bloodworth will stay 8th. So Bloodworth will have to go to one of those 2 B main or those multiple B mains. And the second lap for Jake Trailer was slower as well. 6 cars left to take time. Pearson Lee Williams, the first. Former winner, did so at Cochran back in 2021 in the Dunaway Powered CVR, Williams Body Shop, Windland Development, Penske Racing Shocks, Finish Line Electric, Heartland EMS, Base Race Fields 121, and the 91. That'll be Colby Darda out of LaGrange, Georgia, the Hinder Powered Longhorn, Darda Tire, Newberry Industrial, JDE, Dusty's Automotive, number 91, Daughters Donuts, Colby Darda. So Pearson Lee Williams right through the middle of the racetrack in turns 3 and 4. We'll see where he goes. 7th fastest, 15.938. Colby Darda, he was working the inside concrete. Lap 1 for him. Darda will go 13th, 16.054. Second lap for Pearson Lee Williams. A little higher off turn 4. Lap 2, he will just miss the top 5. He goes 7th. Colby Darda. Final lap for him, he will stay 13th. So 4 cars left to take time here in Bama Sheds and Pole Barns Pole qualifying at Group A. Allen Stick, Americus, Georgia. Southeastern Powered Longhorn, Herod Logging, Custom Auto Sales, Custom Collision Center, Bees Barbecue, Fox Racing Shocks, number 11. With him on the racetrack, another number 11. That is John Harrison out of Nichols, Georgia. The Johnny Pruitt Power Longhorn, Martin Motorsports Racing Shocks, 118 Motorsports, Southeastern Engineering, Slick Speed Shop, number 11. Both of these cars need to go faster than 15.898. Jake Knowles is hanging on to that 5th and final lock-in spot. Allen Stick, 13th quick, 16.047. First lap for John Harrison. He goes 17th fastest. Oh, right on the bottom, man. Alan Stick was kissing the infield concrete. 13th for Allen. That's where he'll stay. 16.047 will be the better of his two. Harrison up against the outside wall. He'll stay 17th. 16.142. Final two cars of Group A. Marty Lunsford, Newnan, Georgia. Hendrick Power Black Diamond by Michael Page. CNS Auto Electric. Banks Automotive. Extreme Towing and Recovery. Freight, Air, and Sea Transport. Standard Block Company. Universal Environment Services. M97. And behind him in the 42, he comes to the North Augusta, South Carolina. The Longhorn M&W Transport. Augusta Aquatics Paradise Performance. Town and Country Meat Packing. Number 42. The 2021 Ultimate Super Late Model Champion. 13 career starts for him. That is the White Knight, Clay Knight. First lap for Marty Lunsford, 15th quick, 16.099 for Lunsford. First lap for Clay Knight, 16th fastest, 16.105 for Clay. Final lap for Group A of Bama Stanson Pole Barn qualifying. Big jump for Marty. He goes up to 10th quick, 15.961. That'll give him a better start in the B main. And Clay Knight will be right behind him in 11th. 16.008. So your fastest overall time at Bama Sheds and Pole Barns Group A will go to Diesel Jones. Diesel goes 15.687. So Diesel Jones, he will be fastest in Group A. Jake Rainey second, Matt Dooley third, Wyatt Coffey fourth, and Jake Knowles will hang on. Jake went out to qualify fourth overall. He was the fourth car to go out on the track, and Jake clings to that fifth and final automatic lock-in spot. So he will keep himself in the show. Matt Dooley will go along with him. And Wyatt Coffey, good lap for him. Fourth quickest for Coffey. He was the sixth car to go out on the racetrack. So remember, top five advance. They go on to the main event. And now we'll get ready to flip the script and see who will be the top five to come out of qualifying Group B. And the first car that will lead us out is a former Rookie of the Year. He did so back in 2010. I mentioned earlier, if you were with us in the opening, tonight will be the 400th career Rogers Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Dirt Late Model Series feature all time. Jake Knowles, he competed in the very first one back in 2005. But we got a returning driver who we haven't seen in a few years and a former series champion that's going to be coming out. He'll be last in Group B. First guy to lead out the group. He is looking for his 60th career series start if he can get in tonight. He rolls out of turn 4 out of Plains, Georgia. The Bobby Thomas Longhorn, Herod Logging, Browns Heating and Air, Four Boys Racing Supply, J&A Marine Services. Number 27, that is Big Tree, Larry Herring. The 2010 Crate Racing USA Rookie of the Year. And behind him in the 515 out of Clay Hill, Florida. He currently sits 5th in the standings. The Rydell Racing Engines Capital, Malloy Grading, John Rowley Trucking, Perry Motorsports, Mills Concrete, Cutsu Trucking, Southern Crane. 515, that is the Ghost, Bubba Rolling, 5th in the standings. He was 3rd a year ago, 4th back in 2024. He was a runner-up to the Rookie of the Year race in 2024. He has 44 career feature starts for Bubba. Lap 1, 16.043. Larry Harrod's first lap, 16.258. Larry working the top side of the racetrack. He'll come to the checkered flag. Second lap for Larry, 16.216. That is quicker. Bubba Rolling, his second lap is quicker too, 15.948. So Bubba Rolling will set the bar at a 15.948 here in Group B. This guy right here can get it done in the 24. That will be a previous winner with the series, and he did so right here at Senoia. That'll be Zach Leonardi. Out of Cartersville, Georgia, Lamar Hunt, Warrior Comanche, Integra Shocks by Diamond, Trent Mathis Racing, Curtis Klein Enterprises, PPM Racing Products, CNS Auto Electric, number 24, won back on August the 18th of 2024, and behind him, the guy that sits at the top of the points. Out of Pine Mountain Valley, Georgia, the Bobby Thomas Racing Engine Rocket, Herod Logging, Scotty's Butler, World Famous Cadillac Rams, Fox Racing Shocks, number 92. It is Joseph Brown. Leonardi, top of the board. First lap for Joseph Brown. He'll be second quick, 15.775. Leonardi went 15.666. Second lap for Leonardi. Is it quicker? No. We'll see if Joseph can beat that quick time. Joseph Brown will stay second. He goes quicker on lap 2, 15.759, but Zach Leonardi right now will be the quickest here in Group B of Bama Sheds and Pole Barn Pole qualifying, and right now that is quickest overall. Here comes Peyton Stevenson out of Jackson, Georgia. The Bobby Thomas powered Rocket May Heating and Air, Clint Smith Racing, Peachy Prime, CNT Hauling, Turner's Alignment, number 24. And behind him in the 16, that'll be the 16 of Austin Gonzalez. Out of Temple, Georgia, the Hinder Power Longhorn America Roofing, H&H Racing, CNS, Southern Ridge, number 16, multiple mod wins for him. Peyton Stevenson second, fastest, 15.732. Austin Gonzalez, 17.318. That's 6 quick right now. Can Peyton take the pole? Second lap for Peyton Stevenson. The answer to that question is no. He will stay second, 15.732. Gonzalez will shut it off as soon as he crosses the stripe. He'll stay 6th, so Larry Herod would be on the bubble right now. Here comes Charlie Oxenford out of Griffin, Georgia, the Scott's Machine Powered Rocket, Mickey Scott's Barbershop, Da Vinci Pizza, Exterior Traditions, Wins Pharmacy, Speed U, number 2. And behind him, another previous winner on the tour last year at Pinton, back on August the 15th. In his 30th career start, it's Jody Knowles. Out of Tyrone, Georgia, the Performance Racing Engine Rocket, Clayton Sines, Gentry Recycling, Knowles Trucking, DJ Racing Solutions, number 66. Off of turn number 4, first lap for Oxenford. He'll be 6th quick. First lap for Jody Knowles, 4th quick, 15.911, and Jody might be catching the 2 of Oxenford. Jody's going to stay in the gas. Out of turn 4, second lap for Oxenford will be slower. Second lap for Jody Knowles will stay slower. He'll stay 4th. 15.911 will be the better of the 2 for Jody. That has him in the top 5. That has Bubba Rolling on the bubble. So Bubba Rolling sets 5th. As Ryan Crane will roll to the racetrack. GM Performance Capital, Panama City Cycles, Flying Ryan in the 10. And also out with him on the racetrack in the 1 star out of Douglasville, Georgia, the Matt Bishop Powered Capital, Silver Streak Equipment Services, Top Guard Exteriors, Grays Mobile Services, Napa Auto Parts of LaGrange. Number 1, that is Maverick Davidson. Maverick Davidson in the 1. Both of these drivers officially on the clock. Lap number 1 for Ryan Crane. 6 quick for Ryan, 16.011, 16.011. First lap for Maverick Davidson, he's in the top 5, 15.889 for Maverick. Second lap for Ryan Crane, he goes into the top 5, 4th quick for Ryan, 15.851. Can Maverick answer? No. Ryan Crane to 4th, Maverick Davidson to 5th. They have the final 2 lock-in spots right now. Here comes our next qualifier, a Dirt Late Model Hall of Famer, the 1993 Habitampa Series champion, multi-time World of Outlaws winner out of Senoia, Georgia, the Rocket XR1 Milton Forklift and Heavy Equipment, CSR Aluminum Fabrication, Milton Heating and Air, number 47, the Cat Daddy, that's Clint Smith. Clint Smith in the 47. And behind him in the 17, that will be Baker Davis. Baker Davis in the 17. So Clint Smith, first lap for the Cat Daddy. He'll be 8th, 16.091, 16.091. Baker Davis, first lap. He will go 10th fastest, 16.376. Second lap for Clint Smith. Can he get in the top 5? No, he'll stay in the 8th spot. Baker Davis will come across the stripe, and he is going to stay in the 10th spot. So next pair. Marty Massey, Douglasville, Georgia. The Eagle-powered capital. Marty Massey Towing, Noonan Ink Screen Printing, SCCS Solutions. Third in the Winter Shootout Series points earlier this year. He'll be the first car behind him out of Douglasville, Georgia. Rocket XR1 Baird Motorsports, Cove to Coast, Fun Tool, ML Performance. How about a multi-time Ice Bowl winner, 3-time series winner, 19 career starts for Michael Page. First lap for Marty Massey, 11th fastest, 16.629 for Massey. First lap for Michael Page. 10th quick, 16.266 for Michael. Second lap for Marty Massey. He'll bump up to 10th, 16.260. Let's see if Michael Page can do the same. Lap number 2 for Michael Page. He'll be 9th, so he'll miss the top 5, 16.138 for Page. Comes a guy who was quickest back at Cochrane, back on the 4th of July weekend. That'll be the 888. It'll be the Dennis Hale-owned 888, but that's Dusty Jones behind the wheel. Out of LaGrange, Georgia, the Oramy Rocket, Dusty's Automotive, Hale's Well Service, number 888. And behind him in the 17, that'll be Carlton, Georgia's Brett Gray. The Twisted Performance Black Diamond, Gray's Mobile Services, Millwood Plumbing, CCR, CNS Auto Electric. 30-plus Crate Racing USA Modified wins for Brett Gray in the 17. First lap for Dusty. 8th quick, 16.040. Never mind, Brett Gray, 8th fastest, 15.0. Way up from the racetrack went Brett Gray. Brett's 8th, Dusty's 9th. Second lap for Jones. He'll just miss the top 5 and 6th. And Brett Gray will stay 9th. Boy, Dusty Jones' second lap was really good. It almost got him into the top 5. He's 6th right now. Here comes a guy to keep an eye on. Fastest last night, Group B of Bama Sheds and Pole Barns Pole qualifying. Currently 4th in the standings. His hometown right here in Senoia, Georgia. He is 2nd in the cruise with the champion Rookie of the Year race at the H&R Capital. Transmission Parts Unlimited. Nita Hand Trucking, number 21. Former Senoia track champion, that is Joey Armistead. And behind him, former series champion. That is the 5 of Middleburg, Florida, the Magic Man, Mark Whitener. In the Race City powered Longhorn United Lane Clearing, Overkill Motorsports Southeast Ship Repair, Ocala Restaurant Supply. Number 5, 63 starts, 13 wins, 3rd all time for the Magic Man. First lap for Mark Whitener. Looking to see where Mark's going to tuck in. 12th fastest for Whitener. Joey Armistead was 8th. Work to do for Joey. Lap number 2. Can he get in the top 5? The answer is no. 15.930 for Joey. Final time for Mark Whitener off turn 4. Whitener will stay 11th. 16.018 for the Magic Man. So Zach Leonardi continues to hold the point with 5 cars left to qualify. Lucas Ruart, Suwanee, Georgia driver. Race Tech Capital, Knights Construction, Pure Max Racing Old Discovery Parts. 3rd at the Alabama State Championship 1 year ago. Or back in 2023, I should say. He's in the 5. And with him on the racetrack will be the 22. That is Dustin Smith. They call him Doom Buggy. Out of Senoia, Georgia, the Scott's Machine Rocket. Doom Buggy Speed Shop CSR. Kyle Mapp Construction, number 22. First lap for Lucas Ruart. 16th quick, 16.280. Oh, Dustin Smith up to 8th quick. How about that for the 22? Just missing that top 5 spot. We'll see if he can get more on lap 2. Ruart's 2nd spot, he bumps up nicely, up to 11th. 15.961 for Ruart. Second lap for Smith, he'll stay 8th. 15.930 for Smith. So that leaves us with 3 cars left here in Bama Sheds and Pole Barns Pole qualifying. First one will be Lamar Haygood, Douglasville, Georgia. ABS Towing and Recovery, Silver Streak Equipment Services, ABS Automotive, and Massey's Roll-Off. Behind him, the 22, Cruz with the champion contender, currently 8th in the standings out of Moultrie, Georgia. The H&R Powered XL Warren Bozeman Concrete Services, Scruggs Concrete, Chambers Telephone, number 22, Jonah Bozeman, and a driver I mentioned earlier. How about the 2012 Series champion, 147 career starts, 3-time winner for the driver to Dawsonville, Georgia. That is Matthew Turner and the Earl Ramey Longhorn, MD Turner Enterprises, Bohannon and Lee Elite Realty Associates, Residential Earthworks, JTT Incorporated, number 10 of Matthew Turner. Turner clocking in, 21st fastest for Matthew. Lamar Haygood, we'll see, 16th on lap number 2, 16.158. Second lap for Jonah Bozeman. He'll be 19th fastest. Matthew Turner, lap number 2, he goes way up the racetrack in the green 10. Turner will stay 21st. So race fans, that will wrap up Bama Sheds and Pole Barns pole qualifying, and your fastest overall time will come out of Group B at a 15.666 out of Cartersville, Georgia. The Lamar Hunt, Warrior Comanche, Integra Shocks by Diamond, Trip Mathis Racing, Curtis Klein Enterprises, PPM Racing Products. Number 24, it's Zach Leonardi. So Leonardi will pick up your overall fast time at Bama Sheds and Pole Barns pole qualifying. Zach Leonardi, Peyton Stevenson, Joseph Brown, Ryan Crane, and Maverick Davidson will be your top 5 that lock in. Prelims are done. B mains